Hello, I'm with you today to show you how to create one of these blocks with some bonus half square triangles. I'm Jane from Loopy's Place and today I'm in my studio here in Sheffield. So if you've been following along on my channel or on social media, you would have seen that I've been using a cross stitch piece and I've been making it into a small quilt or a wall hanging, and I've used some pinwheel blocks in there. Some of the blocks I've been using is this one where the pinwheel is surrounded in fabric, contrasting fabric, and I've got some itty bitty bonus half square triangles that I also use to create other pinwheel blocks to go into it. And I did promise you a tutorial, and this is for my benefit as for yours as well, because I started making them, found a tutorial and I can't find where it was. So if I do it now, I've got a reference to go back to. I don't have to go back over the blocks that I've made. So you will need 8 pieces of fabric for your background, 4.5 inches by 2.5, and you will need 4 squares, and that's 2.5 inch squares. So as we do normally in our, if we're going to be making half square triangles and flying geese and all those things, we're going to be marking our squares. Just need to get my ruler. So you would make sure that you were doing it on the wrong side of the fabric. It doesn't really matter on here. I'm using a washable marker, but again it doesn't really matter because we're going to be cutting along this line. So I'm just going to mark the back of all my squares with a line going diagonally across the middle. There we go. So now you're going to take one of your squares and one of your rectangles, and you're going to make sure that you've got your fabric, background fabric, right sides up, and we're going to do this right sides down. Now you need to remember that you're putting it on the right way, because you want to be able to stitch here and press back so it falls that way. So your line is going from the middle to the bottom right corner, and you're going to be stitching down that line. So I'm going to do that with all of my triangles, squares, like there. So you could leave these as they are and trim these, but I don't like to see things go to waste, so I am going to do another line of stitching, 1/4 inch away from that line. Do make sure that when you're doing this line that you're doing it in where you would be cutting it off and not the other side. What to do? There we go. There we are. So I can take those off, and what you're going to do now is trim those, cut in halfway between the 2 stitched lines. You're going to press that side back. You can press these open and then trim those, and you'll get these small half square triangles, and I think I trimmed mine to 2 inches. So they will then give you, each one of these blocks will give you a bonus pinwheel block. So I'm just going to go and trim these and press them. There we are. So they're pressed, and there's my half square triangles there. They can go to one side, and now you're going to add the extra pieces on. So I find it's useful to lay it out first. So first lay your blocks out to give you your pinwheel. There we go. And then you should put them aside. Going to add your extra pieces in. So now you've got it laid out, you can then keep an eye on where they're going so that you don't get to go around. So let's line those up. Go. And you're going to join all 4 pieces together. There we go. And now you can start joining your squares together. Again, you might find it beneficial to lay them back out again so that you get them in the right way. You might want to press them before you do the next stage. So let's get these laid out. So on this one you should be nesting up your half square triangle bits at the end, and your yellow should be, your coloured square bits should be opposite each other. So if you just get that into your head, you'll very quickly realise if you're getting it wrong. Okay, so now I'm going to join these both together. There we go, there's that one. That one, again we're just checking the right way. Just clip in there. So I'm going to press that and trim it. So for the box that I wanted, I trimmed to 8 inches, but you'll get an 8.5 inch block out of it. I'm going to just take that down. Go. There we go. I have a lovely framed pinwheel block and some bonus half square triangles to go with it too. So I do hope you found that useful. I've enjoyed using it, and it makes a nice change to have that border around the half square triangles. I'll be back very soon with some more hints and tips. Do subscribe to my channel, hit the bell below and you'll get notifications when new content is added. Speak to you very soon, but in the meantime do take care. Bye for now.